Hello, my lovelies. Today we are going to talk about what I think of the first half of Pretty Little Liars. This is book 1 of the series by Sara Shepard. There is a lot to unpack with this. I've never read the books before. I have only seen the TV show, and I was told by people in the PLL fandom, ooh, that kicked my camera, that the show got a lot of things wrong from the books, so I decided to check it out and see how different they are. So grab a snack, grab a drink, and let's talk about it. So, if you're unfamiliar with what Pretty Little Liars is, we follow the story of 4 girls after the disappearance of their friend Allison, who was basically like the lead of their group. We follow Hannah, Emily, Spencer, and Aria. Each one has their own problems going on. Each one of them has their own secrets. This is a mystery series, and it was made into a very popular TV show in the early 2000s, like 2010, 2011. I think it started on ABC Family, which is now Freeform. And there's going to be a reboot, I heard. There was a reboot before, but it got canceled, and it had Sophia Carson from the Descendants series. I actually thought it was pretty good, but I guess they're making yet another reboot, and it's going to be like a continuation of the show, I guess. So, this is book 1. I think there's like 10 in the series. I don't know, it doesn't say. There's only 2 more on the back. So, I don't know how many there actually is in the series either, so. Book 1 is only 286 pages long, and I am halfway through it. And yes, I dog-eared it because it's a mass-market paperback, and it's all that wonderfully floppiness to it. But we first find out that Allie went missing, and Spencer was the last one to see her. Aria moves to Iceland, and then she comes back, and we basically are learning more about the girls and what their secrets are and who they really are as people and how they interact with their families in this book, mostly. I'm trying to do this in as unspoilerly as a way. Unspoilerly? Not giving you spoilers, regardless. I'm trying not to give you spoilers. But when it kind of all starts when Aria comes back from Iceland. Her family moved there after Allie's disappearance, which we find out that her dad was kind of messing around behind their mom's back. And that's why they moved to Iceland in the first place. But now she's back, and she's trying to, readjust, and she keeps seeing signs of Allison everywhere. Because Allison was like the glue that held them together. She was this enigma. She was pretty. She was popular. She pulled in this other girl named Hannah that was fat and ugly. And apparently you can't be chubby and pretty at the same time. So, anyway, Aria comes back, and we kind of go through all the girls' different point of views, learning more about Allison through the girl that's narrating at the time. We learn more about their family dynamics. Like Hannah. Hannah was chubby and ugly, and Allison kind of took her under her wing. And after Allison leaves, Hannah develops an unhealthy ED, and she gets thin, she gets pretty, she gets popular, and she just wishes that Allison was around to see her transformation, basically. Kind of pissed that Allison isn't there to witness her, turning into this beautiful butterfly kind of deal. Aria hooks up with her teacher. Spencer is an overachiever. Spencer Hastings, she is an overachiever. Her family are really wealthy and really popular. Her sister is always just like one step ahead of her in achievements, and her sister Melissa is really kind of a bitch, and they have this kind of rivalry going on who can be more academic. So Spencer has all these clubs, all these different like extracurricular activities. She's been in 3 plays, she's doing 5 AP classes, she's doing field hockey at the same time, and all this extra homework, all these extra classes, really overachiever. And Emily is a swimmer. She kind of struggles with her sexuality. And a new girl moves into Allison's old house, which she meets the girl there. Her name is Maya, and they kind of hit things off right away. And now she's kind of looking back and always, because her house, I guess, is like right near Allison's, and that's kind of how they met, was like they shared like a window. I guess like their windows kind of faced each other, and like she would write messages to Allison here, or like light a candle in the window and she would light a candle in the window, kind of. If you've seen the Taylor Swift You Belong With Me music video, kind of like that. They would just like, you know, talk to each other through like papers written on the windows and things. And now she sees, you know, someone else has moved into Allison's house, and she makes friends with the girl that lives there. And her family is like really tight-knit. They're also kind of like Spencer's family in a way. I keep getting Emily and Spencer kind of mixed up because they have almost the same kind of family. She is kind of poorer than the rest of the girls. The girls are all other like high-class type girls. But Emily is part of this swim team because all her other brothers and sisters were swimmers, and they got full rides to college because of it. And if she doesn't, you know, get this full ride to college, she won't be going to college, and in her family's eyes, that's a huge disgrace. And it's also at this time that a mysterious person is seeing the little things that they're doing, these secrets that they have, like Aria with the teacher. She gets a mysterious text message from a person named A. And basically dropping a hint that they know about Aria and this teacher that she has, named Ezra. Take this part, for example. Spencer is kind of developing a crush on her sister's British boyfriend named Ren, and they kind of have this moment in the hot tub where he's kind of like rubbing her shoulder, and she starts feeling kind of uncomfortable around him. And she gets in the house and she sees this message on her emails, and it's like, Spencer, covet is an easy one. When somebody covets something, they desire and lust after it. Usually it's something that they can't have. You've always had that problem, though, haven't you? A. And she doesn't know who sent this letter, who is A, who was even able to see her in her backyard with this guy. And they're each getting messages from A. One of the things I don't like off the bat is how everyone is gaslighting Aria to keep secrets. Allison did it to her. Her dad's doing it to her. Her dad's did it to her. And now Ezra's doing it to her. It's like, girl, these guys are not good. Why are you covering for them? Like, her dad, I guess, was messing around with some girl named Meredith. And he's like, you wouldn't want me to get in trouble, would you, Aria? You wouldn't want your mom and me to get divorced, would you? You're a piece of shit, my guy! My guy, you are a piece of shit! And then she starts talking to Ezra after realizing that that's her teacher. He's not just some random, like, English tutor. He's her teacher. And she's like, I don't know if we can do this. I don't think we should do this. I think I should tell someone. And he's like, you don't want to get me in trouble, Aria. Would you really want me to get in trouble? I thought you were this amazing girl. And I'm like, girl, you need to tell on him. That is not okay. They meet at a bar, which I don't know why she was even able to be served alcohol when she's, I think, 16. Why was she even allowed to be served alcohol? And this is just the first 100 pages. The first 120 so pages of this book. I'm on page 104. I haven't even read halfway through this. Well, it looked like I'm halfway. Like, right here is where I'm at, so it's halfway regardless. The gaslighting. It's the gaslighting for me. It's like, I hope she doesn't get in trouble later on for this whole teacher nonsense because everyone's gaslighting the fuck out of her to keep secrets. Everyone's gaslighting the fuck out of Arya to keep secrets, and it's like, if she gets in trouble later on, she can look right back at you, Dad and Ezra, and be like, well, they gaslighted me. This is a secret people don't want to know. It's gonna hurt people. Like, I have already probably said way too much, and this now is at 9 minutes long so far, so I'm gonna cut it here. I just had to kind of get on here and talk about this book. It's a vlog type video, so if you liked it, please give me a thumbs up, give this a like, and if you feel like it, please subscribe. I'm trying to reach 1,000 subscribers by the end of the year, and when I do hit 1,000 subscribers, I will be doing a giveaway. What would you guys like to see in a giveaway? Would you guys like to see maybe a book, or I don't know, something else? What would you want to see in a giveaway box? I love you all, and I really hope you have a great day. Happy reading.